So this is going to be why am I not in union? Why am I not in union? That's too many. I'll put those back. I don't even know what they are. Keep going. This might be no contact, but I'm also getting that it might be someone you can either like watch or someone that you could talk to, but you're not possibly. All right, I'm going to take these. These fell out together. Hierophant and Temperance and the Lovers and this Victory card upside down. I need 3 more for this row, please. Well, I can tell you love's not the problem. Why are we not in union? Yeah, that's weird. This flipped a couple weird ways. It came out upside down, and then when I tried to flip it, like flip it around, it flipped like face down. So now I feel like this is the way it goes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and this Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This Knight of Pentacles looks a little bit like that Victory card over there. The guy on the horse. He's upside down. They're both upside down. Can we get the second row? Why are we not in union? I see this Hierophant in reverse, which kind of tells me sometimes that card comes up as like no interference from God. And that's kind of like how I'm taking it. But then I also see this Temperance card. And then I see these 2 aces and this Knight. And this Lovers is in a weird spot too. So I'm just kind of like, really like these cards to pop out. And I'd like to get the second row. Why are we not in union? Some of these messages we've had to get to like, we've had to coax them out. That came out upside down, by the way. Yeah, these cards are acting a little crazy. They're like, just as an example, like say while I'm doing this, all the cards are facing east and west, but then all of a sudden a card wants to face north and south and just sit there. Right now, a bunch of them just dumped on the floor and like on the table, but like in my lap. So we're gonna take them. So these were the first ones: the Strength, and is that 6? Okay, so 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups in reverse, 5 of Pentacles, and this Temperance energy. Okay, here we go. 10 of Pentacles separated itself from the deck on top of this Ace. We're going to go ahead and put the World upside down because now I can see clearly what's going on. One more card, please. One more. If we don't get it, I'm going to pull it because I want to get into this. Oh, we got more than one. All right. Whoa, another one just tried to get away. The 6 of Cups again, but upright because we have it upside down, right? There it is, upside down under the Hierophant. Okay, so we got the Sun. It's the one I saw first. Oh, but it was upside down. And then we have this 8 of Swords upright, Judgment upright. Is this again? No, Judgment's been coming out, but not in this one. Interesting. So Judgment, 9 of Swords, and 6 of Cups upright. So all the extra cards came out upright. But we have this funkiness in here, right? So I'm going to be honest. This person is still carrying a flame for this upside down Queen of Swords. They either don't realize the person's I was going to say that they don't realize how the person really is, but then this Judgment, this extra card, came off the table and it fell onto the floor, and when I picked it up, it was upside down, and it was like witchcraft. It was like they were being tricked into staying in this. So I see them carrying a torch for this person, but they could be getting tricked in it. It took a long time for me to believe in stuff like that, but you know, because some people, they're like, what do you call it? You know, some people fancy themselves witches, and some people are just willing to pick up the wand. It's a possibility that this person just picked up the wand, right? You have this 10 of Cups in reverse, and then you have this 5 of Wands energy. Yeah, this is opposition. We say that a lot. Oh, you're not in there because of opposition. We got this Moon energy. We got this Page of Pentacles. We got this whole hum energy on top of the stuff that we really want. Somebody has dulled our wants. They made it kind of... Yeah. Do we even want to work on this? You know, we've kind of lost sight. We've got this... It's weird. It's like when the extra cards first came out, they were all upright, like kind of like we could see what was going on, like what was important. And then these extra cards that came out, they're up. Some of them are upright too, but they came out in a way where it was kind of like negating all these other cards that came out upright. We have the 10 of Cups upside down, the Queen of Cups upside down. We have the 2 of Wands, and we have the 7 of Pentacles. But the 7 of Pentacles even went beyond, like, do I want to work on this kind of energy, right? This person, they're a little bit stuck. Someone is actually keeping them there. Even if that energy has sort of passed, they're still a little stuck. Sorry, I have to take the clip out of my hair. I'm just trying to see why. What's this? Okay, but Goddess of the Moon came out upside down. And didn't some moon energy just come out? Yeah. On top of this Temperance and this 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like someone's keeping someone tempered and they're keeping them miserable. It doesn't have to be witchcraft. It could be words. It could be, you know, situations that are like each and every card wants to come out but then go back in the deck. This one just kind of made itself known. We've got Blossoming Abundance upside down and Happy Family upside down. So this person knows that what they're getting isn't like necessarily what they want. And there's this passion and this truth on the table. Yeah, this came out upside down. It's not that they don't know what they want. It's that they're being blocked from it. This 10 of Cups over there in reverse. This 10 of Cups over here in reverse. Is that the 9 or the 10? That's the 9 of Cups in reverse over there. But this is the 10 of Cups. And that's the 9 of Cups in reverse on top of the Lovers. We have Anxiety upside down and we have Walking Away upright. I think at first this was causing this person anxiety because they were so far away from where they were. But they still saw where they were. They see this upside down Queen of Swords. That's not under wraps. Plus we have this Judgment card. Another card on the floor. Oh, 2 cards on the floor. Yeah, we knew. We knew the difference. Usually I've been saying you showed them that. They saw it. Couldn't unsee it. Didn't get it again. Realized they were under the misconception that everybody brought it. A moment's regret. They realized that nobody really brought it. Not to the level that they wanted it or brought it. And now they're kind of stuck. Somebody decided they wanted to keep them. This was upside down. I'm telling you, they're like being tempered. Somehow. It's like an emotional blackmail. Because it's not a real blackmail. I'm going to do 1 or 2 more passes, and then we're going to go to the messages deck. Is there an emotional blackmail? If there is, what is it? Can you tell us? Here, let's go to the messages deck. See if we can get some truth out of this. Whoa. Something went on the floor. I do 1 more pass before I go pick it up in case other stuff goes on the floor. Okay, hold on, let me grab it. Yes, this regret energy again. I am picking up this like immature energy. It was almost like somebody lured him away by the tail. And then it's almost like they didn't know when it turned bad. They don't remember the last time they were happy. And I'm sure that there was a time when their brain went, "You sure you want to stay in this? This person just did this to you." And they were probably like, it's okay. I'm picking up that goddess of the moon energy again. It's okay. They didn't mean it. And here we are. I don't even know how many years later. Yeah. This person, that's probably my camera, sorry. The unfavorable energy that they experience has got them thinking of you. It's got them thinking separately about what they want in a woman, and then got them thinking about how close you were to that. This nostalgic energy, that was yesterday. And his life's been good too. I think to a certain extent they regret that the energy that they were in when they knew you was not like the most wholesome energy, and that they wasted that time, because you were every woman. And now that they've realized that they've had certain women or a woman who just wanted to be one type of woman, and it was the type of woman that they decided they didn't want to be with, now they're in regret because they allowed themselves to be controlled in a situation where no control really needed to be had. This person was perfectly willing to be with this other person wholeheartedly, and for some reason that person decided to do all this stuff. It's a possibility. There's nothing coming out of this no contact deck. I'm going to switch to the Tell It Like It Is deck and see if we can get something out of this. Give us the dirt on this. What is going on? Why are they stuck? I mean, tempered, yes. We said emotional blackmail, yes. I don't think it's just emotional blackmail. I think, like, physically tempered. It's almost like if this person used to go to the grocery store on Sunday afternoons and you worked at the grocery store, it's almost like this person wasn't allowed to go to the grocery store anymore, or they weren't allowed to go to the grocery store on Sunday afternoons. Like, it's something like that. Okay, we got a card from the Tell It Like It Is deck. This, I think, is you. Sometimes we don't like the way we were left. Person does it in a way. I think sometimes they do it that way because there's somebody else whispering in their ear. And it's kind of like that, almost like that stick it to you energy. This is kind of like what I'm talking about sometimes in situations why people can't come back and why people can't apologize and whose bridge they burned and stuff like that. Because they know how stupid they were, or they know how lame they were, or they know how extra they were, and they know that it was uncalled for. Like they know you didn't do anything, right? And then you kind of get hurt when they leave and you're like, wow, that was something else. I mean, we have the Lovers on the table, right? And then it's almost like you just kind of watched them go, and then everything fell apart. You may not even see this. This is why we're not in union. I think this person used to be a player, or they were like this wannabe fantasizing and the other person was a player, and they thought, oh, I got this player, and then, you know, they thought, you know, whatever, like that Life's Been Good card. Oh, cool, look at this. It's like when a guy gets with a stripper and he goes, oh yeah, she's a stripper, and then later on he goes, dude, she's a stripper. And this came out with it. And I think they're kind of like realizing, and I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with that per se. I'm just saying that I think it's interesting sometimes when guys are fickle like that. They chose it because they thought it was hot, and then when they realize they had to protect it, they don't like it anymore. Right? Meanwhile, nobody ever asked them to protect anything, right? I was looking for other cards that were upright in here. It took me forever just to get those out. But this is kind of like what I'm saying, you know. You chose it, and then you were like, whoops, you know, I forgot what else comes with that, and, you know, and that creates this regret energy, and you kind of go back and you go, well, it was working when I was doing this, and it's like, it's not necessarily because you were still missing this, it's just that it wasn't out there screaming in your face until you decided to really look at it for how it was, because something hit you funny, something hit you wrong, something hit you extreme, and then you kind of said, wow, like I let this, you know, the more you suffer, the more it shows you really care, right? Well, I just hit my microphone. So, that's why you're not in union, plainly, because this person is like under someone's thumb. But they do know. This is a card of knowing. Knowing the situation they're in, accepting it, understanding that they can't do anything about it until they understand it, right? They finally tell themselves, look where I got myself. It's kind of like this energy right here. And what went on the floor? Yeah, this Seven of Pentacles upside down. You're not in union because they're held up, but the situation that they're in, they don't want to work on it anymore. They don't want to work on it. They don't want to wait for it to end. They're kind of tired of being like denied their soulmate, and their happiness. They're over it. But I still think to a certain extent there is a little bit of attachment. I think that this Eight of Swords is still in play, possibly even with the blindfold. And it's causing this Nine of Swords energy and this Ten of Cups energy. It will eventually fix itself, because it is this person's destiny to have love. But the cycle that they're in is not done yet. I was just trying to see if they needed to like lose more self-esteem, or if they needed to realize more, or if things just needed to play out for this thing to do its thing. It's kind of just doing its thing. I mean, I feel like this person could at any time stop it. I mean, it might not be easy, but they do have, even if they are being meddled with, or, you know, tempered was the word I used. They could still do whatever they're trying to do, just slower, really. It's just a question of how much they want to put into it and how low they are. But unfortunately, that's why you're not in union. They haven't necessarily decided yet to get themselves out of this. So keep it in mind. Until next time.